Well, then why don't you try and do better so you can make me proud to have you as my daughter-in-law, hey?
Why am I just never good enough for you?
Oh, please, cut it out. I don't want to hear some desperate plea for acceptance and validation. If you don't feel like you belong in this family, then it's probably because you don't. So feel free to leave this family, Natalie.
What? And what's that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean, Natalie. You don't need me to spell it out.
No, tell me. I want to hear it from you. I'm sick of trying to make you happy all the time when I know that nothing is ever good enough for you. Tell me what you want me to do.
Fine, Natalie. If you're so keen to make me happy, then I'll tell you exactly what'll make me happy. Get a divorce. I don't want you and Pete together. He's my youngest son, and he deserves better than an uneducated, ugly, useless woman like you. I honestly have no idea what he sees in you anyway. There, that's what'll make me happy.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that to me. Is that what you really want? Is that what'll make you happy?
Quite frankly, if you really will divorce Pete, then I can't wait. I can't wait to have my in-laws full of great people, especially now that David seems to have a beautiful and intelligent girlfriend now.
Oh, you think she's beautiful and intelligent? What do you know about her?
And what do you know about her? You only met her today.
That's what you think.
Huh? What do you mean? You and Emma only met tonight, didn't you?
Sure, you can keep thinking that.
What is this nonsense? What do you think you're playing at?
Never mind, Shirley.
Whatever game you think you're playing at, Natalie, I don't want to hear it. I don't know where you've gone now for the second time. But if you dare disappear again and be rude like you've been throughout this entire night, then I'm telling Pete to divorce you.
So is that a threat now? Are you threatening me to kick me out of your family?
That's right. I said it all right and you had it coming.
Why would I have to ever divorce Pete?
Like I said already, he deserves better than you. Pete might have been the first to get married between him and his brother, but he sure made a mistake about that.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Him and David have always been competitive with each other. Ever since they were little, it was always about who could do things first and win. I bet Pete rushed into his marriage thinking that he'll win over his brother. And because he rushed into it, he sure made the wrong choice in choosing you as his wife. He couldn't have chosen a more pathetic, uneducated woman, could he? Look at you. What good are you?
What good am I? Did you really just say that to me, Shirley?
Yes, I did. What good are you to Pete? Or this family, huh? You don't have a GED. You don't have a career. You're not intelligent or have the looks. What are you, eh? What good do you bring to this family? What purpose do you have here?
Oh my God, wow, Shirley. I don't know what makes you think you have the right to say all of these things to me. What about you? You're a mother to 2 sons, one of who I'm married to, and what? What good do you think you bring here?
I'm their mother. That's not even what you should be asking me here. You clearly aren't smart enough to even be asking the right questions. I birthed them, and you married my son. This is exactly why I don't want someone who hasn't even been to college to join my family. It ruins our reputation, and my poor son Pete, he shouldn't be hanging around a stupid woman like you. And that's why you need to divorce him so that he can live a better life, and one that you clearly can't give him.
Oh my God, wow. If you really think that academic background matters so much, then I think you're the one with the problem here, Shirley. What is your obsession with it? How can you judge people based on which college they went to?
Because that's an important and most reliable way to measure someone's intelligence, isn't it?
And which college did you go to? What makes you think you're so special?
Oh, I went to Brown University in Rhode Island. A private Ivy League university. So I do have the right to determine people's intelligence based on their academic achievements, thank you.
Well, good for you, Shirley, good for you. It's great to know where your morals lie then.
This is just a case of you being a sore loser and not being able to accept other people's successes and feeling inferior to those who are better than you.
No, it's not. I just don't think it's right to judge people based on which university they went to. Or whether they have a GED or not.
Again, this is just a sore loser's talk and I don't have time for it. Listen, just go home now. You're outside, so you might as well not bother coming back here. Turn around and go home. Call it a night and we'll handle the rest here. Emma's here with me and she's doing a great job with cleaning up after the dinner that you so abruptly left us with.
I bought you guys dessert.
So, you thought that'd make up for it. You only got those because I told you to.
Fine, I have my coat and bag with me anyway. Thanks for the dinner then, Shirley. Please tell Pete that I've gone back home.
Good. Now that you're gone, my night is about to start, and it's going to be a fun one without you. That's for sure.
Hi, Natalie. Wasn't it fun last night? Hope you had fun at Shirley's dinner as much as I did. You disappeared off somewhere a few times, though. What was that about? Did you have stomach issues or something? I hope not, because everything that was served on the table were dishes that me and Shirley made. It should have tasted great.
Hi, Emma. Sure, the food was great.
Right. I'm awesome at cooking. It's too bad that dessert was store-bought, though. Oh, wait. You bought those at that cafe last night, right? Beans Cafe or something, wasn't it?
Yes, I did get those for us.
Whoops. Then I didn't mean to say that then.
Sure you didn't. I would have made dessert, but Shirley never wants me to stand in her kitchen, so I didn't have much of a choice.
Oh, I heard. Apparently you make a huge mess. Well, it's a good thing that at least one of her daughter-in-laws is good at working around the kitchen, right?
You're not her daughter-in-law, though, Emma. You're just dating David, right?
Sure, but it's only a matter of time until I do become a daughter-in-law, isn't it?
Right. Well, either way, I had no idea that we'd ever see each other again like this. Especially not as potential sister-in-laws.
Oh, tell me about it. I actually knew about you being Pete's wife as soon as I started seeing David.
You did?
Yeah. One time David mentioned Pete and showed me pictures and you happened to be in them. Then I found out that you're married to my boyfriend's brother. What a small world, right?
Yeah. I have a question. Is this relationship with David serious?
Are you kidding me? Of course it's serious. I'm totally in it for real here. I'm just waiting for David to propose to me.
And how long have you been seeing each other for?
Oh, maybe like 6 months or something.
Oh, wow. And I only found out about it now, huh?
Yeah, I told him to keep it on the down low until I was ready for you to know who I was. And it kind of worked out, right? Isn't this a great surprise?
Yeah, sure it is.
Oh, come on, Natalie. Why do you sound like that? You can act a bit happier than that to see me, right? We might just be sister-in-laws sooner than you think, you know? We've got to get along, right?
Well, it definitely makes it hard to want to be family with you after all you did to me in high school.
I knew you'd bring that up, and actually I'm glad you did. Because listen, what happened in the past is in the past, okay? Why don't we call it water under the bridge now?
You mean you want to forget about how you used to bully me and make fun of me and humiliate me in front of everyone? You want me to forget the fact that you were the reason why I quit going to high school and couldn't get my GED? The amount of times you stole my notebooks and textbooks and made me buy them from the teachers again and made me broke? The number of times you took my homework and submitted it as yours? The times when you pushed me in front of the class or forced me to put my hand up to answer the teacher's question and everything? You want me to forget that? And the times you used to corner me in the locker rooms to trash everything in my bag, including my wallet? You made my high school life a nightmare. And you want to call it water under the bridge.
Wow, you definitely brought back a lot of memories here, Natalie.
Those were the good times, eh? Good times? Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on. Of course I'm kidding. Be chill, Natalie. Let it go.
Let it go? How can I let this go? This is my worst nightmare. You haunted me back then and you're trying to torment me again. In fact, the reason why I left the house last night during the dinner was because I thought I was going to throw up. Just the thought of you being in my life again made me sick to my stomach.
Oh, so that's why you left. But really?
Yes. I needed to get some fresh air and to calm down.
Oh, wow. I can't believe how much of an effect I have on you. Should I be happy?
No. You're so evil. And you might think that that's all in the past, but you're still the same, Emma. I can tell by the way you were acting and talking at the dinner table.
What do you mean?
You were just boasting about how you went to an Ivy League college to suck up to Shirley.
Well, she went to Brown University, didn't she? We just had something in common to talk about. What's wrong with that? It sounds like you're the one who's jealous here.
I'm not. That doesn't even come close to how I'm feeling. I just never thought I'd see you again. Ever again. But now you're sucking up to my mother-in-law who I happen to not get on with. And you're back in my life. How much worse can this get?
Well, that's too bad, Natalie. I really thought that we could be mature about this and get along as adults.
Really? And is that why you asked about high school and my job and my family in front of everyone? Knowing the darn answers to that already?
Oh, what do you mean?
You know that I couldn't get my GED because I dropped out of high school. You know that I didn't go to college because of that. And you know that my family weren't the richest family or that I don't have a lucrative job. And yet you had to dig all of that in.
Oh, no. Oh, but that's right. I literally just remembered all of this. Natalie, I honestly didn't know at the time. I didn't know you were an artist in the making, okay? How's that going anyway?
Shut up. You only asked me about my job so that you can feel better about working for a huge company, didn't you? You asked me everything in front of Shirley on purpose to embarrass me.
Oh, come on now. You're being so dramatic, Natalie. I just want us to get along now, okay?
Well, you already got off on the wrong foot with me when you told Shirley about the huge amount of debt my parents were in and how poor we were.
Oh, but I thought she already knew about your family's background and financial situation. It's not my fault that she didn't know about that, okay?
You liar! You just want to be in her good books and make me look bad. I know you well enough by now, Emma.
Well, okay, fine. If you're going to be annoying like this, then I might as well not even try to be nice to you. Yeah, you're right. I was having fun with those questions over dinner, okay? I can't stand the thought of you ever being family, whether it was a distant sister-in-law or not. I want Shirley to hate you as much as I do. I want her to see you for who you really are. You don't deserve to be in this family. And who do you think you are anyway? You're just a poor loser who has nothing going on in your life but to cling on to someone as nice as Pete. I don't even know why a guy like Pete would ever think of getting married to you. You're just a waste of space.
How dare you say that about me? You don't even know me.
And you think you know me, do you?
I know that you're a spiteful, horrible big bully.
You'd better watch out, you stupid, pathetic bozo hat. You'll see who's still the boss around here, and it ain't you.
Whatever, Emma. Say what you want and see if I care.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Hi, Emma. Fine. You?
Oh, I wasn't really asking you because I actually wanted to know how you were doing. I was just being polite. Anyway, did you hear about how Shirley's organizing a casual lunch at her house this weekend?
Yeah, she did tell me. I take it you're going, right?
Sure. I think she loved talking to me and having me around the other night for dinner so much that she felt she needed to invite me over again. So, actually, I'd say that this was organized specifically for me. So, of course, I'm going. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm making desserts so there's no need for you to bring anything. That's if you were planning to. Although I doubt that you're going to be that considerate and nice.
Sure. No, I was still thinking of what to bring with me, but since you're doing dessert, maybe I'll be in charge of drinks.
Good. I'm making apple pie, so anything that you think will go with that sounds fine.
Okay, sure.
Are you excited to see how our next casual lunch might go? Hopefully it'll be better than the dinner that we had last weekend, right?
Sure, you're gonna be there, so how can it go wrong?
Oh, I can feel the sarcasm there, Natalie. But I'll take it. At least we're both excited about it.
See you there, then.
Okie dokes. See you there, loser.
What the heck was in that dessert, Emma?
What the hell?
I said, what the heck was in that dessert?
Are you talking about my apple pie, Natalie? The one that everyone complimented me on?
Yeah, what the hell did you put in there? I'm asking you a question. So damn it, answer me.
Well, what would you expect to be inside an apple pie? And why are you asking me anyway? Or is this your weird, twisted way of asking me for the recipe?
The recipe? I'm asking because I just threw up.
What? Really?
Yes, I was in the toilet for the last 20 minutes just constantly throwing up. And I was too exhausted from it, I fell asleep and woke up. Only to throw up again.
Oh, wow. And are you blaming me and my apple pie for it?
Well, there's nothing else that I could think of that could have caused it. Shirley canceled the lunch last minute and she just invited all of us over to eat your apple pie and the coffee I brought with me. And I know there was nothing wrong with those coffee beans I got. I've bought coffee beans from that shop for years and they've never caused me this. But then your stupid apple pie shows up on the plate and I'm throwing up like I've never done before. It has to be your apple pie.
Well, that's really rude of you to accuse me like that just because you're feeling sick. It could have been something else that you ate in the morning before that.
No, ironically, I was too sick to eat anything this morning, knowing that I was going to be seeing you in the afternoon. I didn't have anything to eat. And the only thing I had was that darn apple pie with that custard. What did you do to it?
Well, you got me, Natalie. This is just what I wanted and I got it.
What? What the heck are you talking about?
Well, you were pretty rude to me the other day. I thought I might show you what you get when you're that rude to me.
What do you mean?
I found some moldy apples in my kitchen and I thought, what a waste to throw them away, right? Then I had a light bulb moment. And I thought, hey, why not make your apple pie with one of the moldy apples? And then use the good ones for the rest of us.
What the hell? You actually made mine with apples that went off.
Wasn't that just the best idea? That's what you get for calling me a bully and bringing back memories from the past like it mattered.
Oh my god. How could you do this to me? I think I'm gonna throw up again.
Oh, that's probably what you call the nocebo effect.
A what?
Well, you know what a placebo effect is, right? You think something positive is taking effect when it's not, and it's all just in your head? Well, the nocebo effect is the opposite. Something negative, like you throwing up, happens because you think it will. Except it's not happening with medicine, and it's all in your head, but still. It's something similar to that.
No, it's not all in my head, you idiot. You fed me rotten apples with mold on purpose to make me sick like this. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up again.
There you go again. Listen, it's not like I used an entire apple that was rotten in your slice, okay? I just used half of it and the rest of it was fine. And yes, I did make 2 different apple pies and made sure that yours was the rotten one. So we're all fine and it's just you who deserves that slice. Call it a punishment for being rude or for just being you, the loser. No one likes you, not Shirley and not me. And you needed to know your place. Hello? Are you ignoring me because you think that'll make me mad? Because it's not working, Natalie. You're just being super dumb by ignoring me. Hello? You know what? Fine. Be like that. I don't give 2 hoots about you anyway. Have fun puking up the rest of it, you ugly cow.
Thanks to you, you pathetic, nasty piece of crap, I lost my baby.
Hi, Natalie. You do realize what time it is, right? It's what, like 8:30 in the morning? And I'm not in the mood for your shenanigans.
Do you think I give a damn about your mood, Emma? The doctor just confirmed that I had a miscarriage and it's your fault.
What now? Why are you with the doctor?
'Cause I was taken to one last night, you bozo head. I told you how I was throwing up. Pete came home and I was unconscious and he drove me to the hospital where I was taken straight into the ER.
Oh, wow, okay, and? Geez, you just ate something that had mold in it. Why did you have to end up in the ER?
Because I was pregnant, you nuthead. I was 6 weeks in and I was waiting for my first trimester to tell everyone about it. But thanks to you, I lost it.
What? How can you have lost the baby? First of all, no one knew you were pregnant and you really should have told us. Second of all, you can't have a miscarriage over a bad apple, okay?
Yes, you can. The doctor told me that I passed the bacteria onto the baby and now it's gone. My baby is gone. And it's your fault, Emma. You did this.
What the heck? Shut up, Natalie! That's a huge accusation you're making and you really shouldn't be. This is so stupid.
Shut up. You're the one who decided to give me food poisoning with that apple pie that you made. You did it knowingly. You poisoned me on purpose. So that makes you at fault. No one else but you, Emma.
No, this is not on me, Natalie, so don't you dare go around blaming me for this. I'm not having this conversation with you.
You killed my baby, Emma. You've always been so horrible to me and you went as far as to kill my baby too? You murderer, I hate you.
Natalie, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. You should have told me that you were pregnant.
Hi, Shirley. What good would it have done if I told you? Would you have treated me differently? Is that what you're saying? Would you have never ganged up on me with Emma and saved my baby?
What? What are you talking about? I had nothing to do with what happened to your miscarriage.
Yes, you did. You just don't think you did. But you and Emma were both in on this together, weren't you? You both hated me. You both wanted me out. You even said yourself that you wanted me to divorce Pete. So you planned this together and made me suffer until I divorced Pete.
That's ridiculous, Natalie. Where in the world did you come up with that idea from? That's totally absurd.
No, it's not. You've always belittled me and you've always hated me just like Emma did. You knew my relationship with Emma, didn't you?
No, of course not. I only found out recently.
I don't believe you. How could you do this to me? This baby could have been your first grandchild.
Of course I had nothing to do with this. I only found out that you and Emma went to the same high school last week at that dinner. All I did was take an interest in Emma since she's more on my level.
You mean she meets your standards?
Well, yes, you can put it like that. Look at her, she's gorgeous and smart. Who wouldn't want a daughter-in-law like that?
Whatever. You keep judging people like that and then see where you get in life with that. I've never liked you for being so judgmental, but I always bit my tongue and turned the other cheek whenever you would say horrible things to me. But losing this baby is the last straw and I want nothing to do with you anymore. I'm done.
What do you mean by that?
It means that Pete and I are cutting you off and out of our lives for good.
Well, don't be ridiculous. You can't involve Pete in this. He's my son. He's not going to cut me off just because his stupid wife says so, is he?
Well, just you watch, 'cause he will.
Well, tell him to answer my calls and answer my texts. He's not picking up at all.
Didn't I just tell you that that was because he's cutting you off? He's so mad at you right now. He's mad at both you and Emma for doing this to me. You lost our baby, and we're never gonna forgive you for that.
Okay, calm down now, Natalie. This was a huge accident, and I understand. We all do. You're still baffled with all of this going on. So take all the time you need to clear your head and your thoughts.
Oh no, there's no need for that, Shirley. I've made up my mind about you a long time ago, and I was right all along. You're the worst person to have as a mother-in-law, and I never want anything to do with you ever again. Pete is on my side, and he can do what he wants, but he's with me right now, and he's done with you too. So you and Emma can both shove it and stay the heck away from us. Don't you dare think that I'll ever forgive you for this.
Oh, now come on, Natalie. Don't get so emotional. This miscarriage must be awful, I can tell. But you can try again, right? And why do you have to bring Pete down with you like this? Have you ever thought about how poor Pete might feel?
He's my husband, and he's wanted this baby more than I did, especially at the beginning. He was so excited about starting our own family, and you ruined it for him. So yes, I do know exactly how he feels.
Oh gosh, this is turning out to be more dramatic than I'd anticipated. Just tell him to answer my calls, all right?
He said he doesn't want anything to do with you. Take a hike, Shirley. Don't ever text me or call me again.
Natalie, it's me, Shirley. I'm with Emma right now, and listen, there's been a few misunderstandings here that we wanted to clear up, all right? Firstly, Pete still won't return my calls, and I take it he was serious about cutting me off.
Of course he was, and so was I. And we still stand by it, so I don't know why you're texting us when we clearly told you that we don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Well, can you please convince him to change his mind about that and just call me back, please? I can't lose my son like this, Natalie. Please understand that I had no part in your miscarriage. And listen, I spoke to Emma, and I don't know exactly what happened between the two of you at school, but she feels the same way, and she feels sorry too.
Sorry about what? Killing my baby?
Please don't put it like that. She's sorry for giving you the wrong piece of apple pie. She said she didn't know about the rotten apple.
How can she not know about it when she was the one who made it? She's clearly lying, and you're crazy if you believe her.
Listen, I don't know about the details, but she claims it was an accident, all right? Now, can you kids both make up and, more importantly, get my son Pete to talk to me? I'm his mother, and I want a word with him.
He's refusing to, and there's nothing I can do about that. And Shirley, please don't make me say this again. We really meant it when we said we don't want anything to do with you or Emma. Especially if she's going to marry David one day. I refuse to be related to her in any way. So do what you want, but so long as she's there, I'm never going to talk to you ever again.
Oh, for crying out loud, enough of this! Stop being so immature about this, Natalie. Let me talk to my other son.
I said no. You've never treated me nicely, and he's always despised you for that. You always judged me for my past and never tried to get to know me for who I am. And now, you've lost your first grandchild all because you favored your other son's girlfriend over me. I'll never forgive her for killing my baby, and you for being the worst mother-in-law who ever existed.
Please, don't make me beg you, Natalie. All I want to do is apologize to both you and my son and start off on a clean slate. And I really would like to get to know you, Natalie, all right? Forget the past. Why don't we try again, eh? Hello? Natalie? Natalie, answer me.
Natalie, it's me, Emma. Listen, I'm really sorry about what happened with the baby, all right? I honestly never thought that food poisoning could lead to a miscarriage. It was really an honest mistake. You've got to believe me. I swear if I could, I would take it all back. Heck, I would take everything back, all the way back to when we were at school. I would have never done the things I did or said the things I said to you, okay? Please talk to me, Natalie. David wants to break up with me over this, and I can't let that happen, so please, Natalie, talk to me. Natalie, I'm sorry.
So, I never got back to Shirley or Emma. They both kept sending me messages and left me a ton of voice messages, and I heard them all but never replied to them. I'm still trying to understand what happened and why all of this had to happen to me. All I did was fall in love with Pete, and we were finally pregnant. But his mom and his brother's girlfriend, who happened to be the bully who tormented me in high school, just judged me and hated me for it. Why did I have to lose my baby over this? I think it's going to take me forever to understand and to get over this, if I ever will. I'm so glad that Pete is by my side throughout all of this. I wouldn't know what to do if I'd lost him too. And from what he tells me, apparently Emma had a lot of credit card debt that David didn't know about. And she was a huge spender, which David later found out about too. So now David is trying to break up with Emma while she refuses. David is a successful and good-looking guy, so who'd want to break up with a guy like that, right? But I know that he knows better than to stay with a witch like her, so I know that it's only a matter of time until he dumps her sorry behind. And if only Shirley could be more like her sons David and Pete and see me for who I am, then none of this would have happened. And in the same way, if only David could see through Emma and her horrible, mean personality too, this would have never happened. But I guess David was too much of a nice guy to be deceived by her. And Emma was too much of an actress who pretended to be a nice girl when she clearly wasn't. But what goes around will come around, and she'll have it coming when David breaks up with her. And as for Shirley, she won't be seeing her grandchild or her son Pete for a long time now, and it serves her right. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it, and see you in the next one.
Hey, Jenny! Are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I'm about to leave, so if you could please feed Mia, that would be great. Lately, she has been really into caviar on toast with a side of some kind of sparkling soda. So if you have any of that, it would also be great. Regina, do we really have to go through this whole thing again? I have told you that I'm sick with a serious fever and I need to rest in bed. Oh, come on! Graham is away on a business trip and I just want to get out of the house to have a little fun. I understand. But you seem to think that I run some kind of free daycare and cafeteria out of my house, which I don't. Are you really telling me that you don't want to get to spend more time with your niece? What do you think she would say if she knew that? That isn't the issue. I love getting to spend time with Mia, in fact. Well, perfect! Then I guess there really isn't any issue left to talk about, is there? Yes, there very much is. Whenever she comes over, you always give me very specific things that I can and can't feed her. I am not a restaurant, and I don't like being given these strict guidelines to follow when I'm the one doing you a favor. You know, for a woman who just lives off of her husband, you sure seem to think that you have a lot of say in what goes on around here. What are you talking about? I'm just asking you to find somewhere else to watch your daughter now and then. Is that really so wrong? I think you're forgetting that I am your husband's sister, and that means that what I say takes precedence over what you say. Got it? Well, if you want me to watch Mia, can you at least bring her over after she's had something to eat? Well, I don't see what the point of sending her over to you would be if I did that. So that is what you've been after this whole time, then? I don't have the time for this. The fact of the matter is that I have plans and you don't, so you're going to watch Mia for me. You do realize that I have the flu, right? Do you really want to risk me giving it to her? Oh, please. She's a kid. Do you really think that you're carrying more germs than she is right now? Besides, if she does get sick, it'll just give her immunity. This is a 5-year-old girl that we are talking about. You should not be putting her in harm's way of diseases like this. She is a 5-year-old girl who is my daughter, and she will do whatever I tell her to do. Got it? Look, the bottom line is that I can't watch her today. Man, you can be so useless sometimes. Isn't there anything you have in the freezer or something like that? Can you please not talk to me like that? There are things in the freezer, but some things Mia can take and some things she can't, and I'm not in the mood to explain it all right now. So basically, you're telling me that there is plenty for her to eat over there if I drop her off? There are things in the fridge like ingredients that when combined and cooked would make something to eat for Mia. Yes. Ugh. Why are you just impossible to deal with sometimes? Why do you always have to act like this? Well, Dylan doesn't really have any problems with me the way I am, and that is good enough for me. Oh man. Now you're going to make me late for my trip. I have to think of some way that I can get you to watch Mia. I think I've already made it pretty clear to you that I would prefer you to not do that if it's all right. I got it! I'll send Mia over as your nurse and she can take care of you. Yeah, I'm really fine, thanks. I don't want her to do that. Oh, please. There is no need to be modest. You're her aunt, after all. She should learn how to take care of family. Maybe she can even cook for you. I don't really feel like eating, actually. I've pretty much just been having oatmeal and other really bland foods. Oh, come on! Now you're just being ridiculous. We're family, and family looks out for one another. That's why I'll make sure to tell Mia to take extra special care of you. Please, Regina. I seriously don't want to deal with this. Can you just please knock it off? What is the matter with your daughter? Do you have any idea just how badly that burned? I think I might actually need to go get treated for these. Oh no. I am so sorry that Mia accidentally spilled all that hot water on you. Do you really think this is something that's going to be resolved with a mere sorry? I just walked through the emergency room doors. Well, you can't really blame Mia. She just thought that you needed some heating up is all. Do you really think that I'm going to buy that at all? Oh, come on. Besides, it's not me that you should be getting mad at. Go yell at Mia instead. So you're telling me that it was Mia who thought all by herself to boil a kettle of water, pour it in a cup, walk up 2 flights of stairs with it, and then throw it on me? Well, you know kids. They can be so unpredictable. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, fine then. And just what were you doing in the house while all of this was happening? Me? Well, I was just sitting in the living room watching some TV is all. So you didn't feel any need to keep an eye on your daughter as she used the stove? Of course not. Mia is a big girl and knows how these things work. She didn't need any of my help to figure it out. Okay. But what about when I heard you outside my bedroom door moments before Mia came in? I heard you tell her that the water would warm me up and make me feel better. Are you sure you heard me say that? Maybe it's just your fever making you hear things, don't you think? Anyways, she's just a kid, so there's no point being upset over things she's done. Some of the water got on my face and burned it bright red. What are you going to do if any scarring is left, huh? Oh, please, it'll be fine. I mean, you're already married, so it isn't like you'll have to worry about finding another husband or anything like that. You know, most parents would apologize when their child does something that hurt others. Well, I guess I'm not like other parents. I want Mia to learn about what it means to own up to the things she does. I don't think it would help teach a good lesson if I went around apologizing for her. And this is really how you've been raising your child to act then? Oh, like you even know anything about what it's like to be a parent. I don't need to take this from you. So you don't even feel remotely upset that your child threw scalding hot water on me? That doesn't bother you at all? Why would it bother me? I already told you that I didn't have anything to do with it. Don't tell me that this is all because there wasn't any food ready for Mia to eat in the fridge when you got here. What? Of course not. How could you even say that? I wasn't thinking about that at all. I already told you that I've been lying in bed sick, so there were only a few ingredients in the fridge. So is that why it looked so bare when I opened it? That's right. And I don't believe that you weren't even thinking about the food, since you said yourself that that's half the reason you leave Mia with us. Hey, I really don't appreciate the way that you're talking to me right now. Honestly, just who do you think you are? I think that I'm your sister-in-law and that you seem to have some kind of weird grudge against me. Ugh, you really are so annoying sometimes. I mean, what do you even want me to say to that, huh? Well, how is Mia? Is she all right? I screamed pretty loud, but I really hope that I didn't scare her. Man, that was so funny. You screamed so loud. You should have seen the look on Mia's face. Well, you lied to her. She thought that she was doing something to help me when in fact she was doing the exact opposite. Just please tell her not to do anything like that to anyone ever again, okay? I don't care whose fault it really is, so long as it doesn't happen again. Pfft, that's not my job. Mia should know by now what to do and not to do around other people. Maybe people should just be more careful. I really don't even know how to respond to that. You know, you look so sweet and put together on the outside, but all of that just hides how rotten you are on the inside. You are seriously crossing a line right now. Next time, it's going to be more than just hot water that you get thrown on you. It sounds to me like you might have some control of that. Don't tell me that this is something you're going to do. Of course not. I was just telling you what Mia was saying she was going to do with you. Do you really expect me to believe that a 5-year-old girl would talk like that to someone? You have totally ruined this day for me. Do you realize that? I was supposed to be halfway to my destination by now. But now I've got to take Mia out for dinner. Oh no! You have to actually feed your daughter for once? That's just terrible. I hope you can survive that. Hey, Jenny! What is going on here? Did you say something to Dylan? Well, I only told him what happened yesterday. Is that what you're talking about? He and my mom are blowing up my phone and leaving all kinds of angry messages with me. It sounds to me like they are reacting pretty reasonably to what you did then. What's the problem here? I didn't do anything is the problem here. It was all Mia. How can they blame me for something that she did? Oh, right, that reminds me. I went to the police about this as well. Hold on, what? Have you lost your mind? You called the police on a 5-year-old little girl? Don't be stupid. Of course I called the cops and told them that it was all your fault. What? How could you do that? I didn't even do anything, though. Yes, you did. You told Mia what to do. You told her that the hot water would help me. You even gave her the mug of scalding water and told her to run into my room. What if Mia tripped and splashed the water all over herself, huh? Don't go making up things that didn't happen. We are talking about the actual facts here. Okay then, I'll ask one more time. Was it Mia who boiled the kettle of water at the house? Of course it was! That's what I've been trying to tell you! I don't believe you. She couldn't have done that by herself. And just where do you get off saying what my little girl can and can't do? She's really smart for her age. Of course she knows how to boil water. Except for the fact that the kettle is a really old one that I got from my parents. The cap over the spout is practically rusted shut and you really need to force it open. Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that? I mean just that. We always talk about how we need to buy another one. But we just have never gotten around to it. Oh, right. Well then, the cap on the spout must have been left open. Yes, that's it. It was. I remember now. Hold on a second. I thought that you said that Mia did it all by herself and that you weren't helping her. Well, of course I wasn't. But I showed her the kitchen, and when I walked in there, I saw that the cap was open. Well, that's really interesting, because I could hear the whistle of the steam from the boiling water from my room. The kettle wouldn't have made that sound if someone had left the cap open. So which is it? How am I supposed to know? I told you that I wasn't there, and your fever has been making you hear things. Why don't you go ask Mia? Well, this whole thing just gets more and more suspicious, doesn't it? What are you talking about? I already told you that I don't know anything about the water, so quit asking. Well, it's just that now I'm thinking about how the kettle is on one of the upper shelves of our kitchen, and there is no way a child could have gotten to it. Well, that's because someone had already left it sitting on the stove. Mia didn't need to climb up to get it, you see. Oh, come on. Do you really think I leave the kettle on the stove when it's not being used? Okay, fine then! I guess that Mia did get it for herself. There! Are you happy now? But Mia is way too short to climb up on top of the counter. Did she use a ladder or something? Yeah, probably. I don't know. How many more times are we going to have to do this? Yeah, I am just really not buying it. And you should be ashamed of trying to pin this all on your daughter. Okay, fine. It's just that I thought no one would ever suspect anything if a child did it. I was so close to getting away with it. So the truth finally comes out then, does it? Yes, but I'm so sorry. Please, you have to forget all about this, Jenny. I was just upset and wasn't thinking straight, and I just wanted to teach you a lesson. You weren't doing as I was asking, so I felt like I had no choice. You understand that, right? So you think that just because you were a little upset that you can throw hot water at people? Okay, see? That's another thing that I was upset about. You're always talking down to me like that and acting like you're always right about everything. It really ticks me off. Do you think I'm talking down to you for asking you not to scald me with hot water? Please, my head is spinning. Graham is going to want a divorce if he hears about this. Well, he really had no idea about the truth of what was going on. He thought that you and I were just getting along so great, didn't he? He did. And he doesn't need to know about any of this. In fact, do you know the reason why your mom has been so hesitant to tell him anything about the friction that you and I have been having? Because he wanted to respect my privacy and handle it just between the two of us? Not even close. I never said anything because Graham is always going on about how much joy you and Mia bring to him. Well, then you don't want to ruin things for him, right? I didn't. That's why I've kept so quiet in the first place. I thought I could hold back from doing anything as long as it was just between you and I. That's right! That's what I'm saying. So really, there's nothing to worry about, right? But there is something to worry about. This isn't the first time you've done this, is it? You did the same thing to another mom whose kid goes to the same school as Mia. Right? Wait, hold on. How did you find out about this? What is going on here? Well, apparently Dylan heard about this from her husband when the whole family went to Mia's Christmas recital. All the guys in the back with cameras were talking, and her husband pointed you out. I really don't know how you convinced her not to come after you the way that I'm doing now. She was just always such a nice woman. It was so easy to get her to do whatever I wanted. Well, I'm afraid that I'm not like that at all. You've been using me for free babysitting and food without ever once asking if it was all right first. It's up to me! I can do whatever I want and you can't do a thing about it. Are you serious? Just look around. Does it look like anyone is okay with you doing this? You're already 30 years old. Are you really this stupid? I don't need to take this from you. You don't even have children of your own. Can you even? Is it possible for you? I doubt it. You're a terrible wife. Even if I did have a kid, do you think it gives me free rein to just do whatever I want to other people? But I just thought, if you thought it was Mia, that you would forgive her. Yeah, I'm sure you did wish that it had gone like that. But I don't think the police are going to see things your way. Motherhood doesn't make you immune from the consequences of your actions. But if I go, just think about Mia. What is going to happen to her? Oh, I think that's already been settled. Your husband is going to come back from his business trip, pick up Mia, divorce you, and then that will be that. You can't be serious about that, right? How am I supposed to live all on my own? I guess you'll have to try your hand at a little thing called working, won't you? I mean, you'll have to find a job if you want to pay for the alimony and child support you'll have to cover for. Wait, hold on. I'm the mom. I shouldn't have to pay for those things, right? If you think that's all you'll have to pay for, you have got another thing coming. And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? Is that a threat? In the end, the police caught Regina and charged her for the hot water incident. She was let off with a warning that she better not be back in court for anything in the next 3 years. Personally, I think she got off easy. During the divorce proceedings, however, Regina got so upset that she hit her husband's lawyer in the face and broke his nose. That landed her a nice sentence in jail. I was able to leave the hospital after being treated and thankfully have no scarring. I still love having Mia over and we still play often. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey Lark, guess what? I stole your husband! Excuse me? What are you talking about? Thanks for finding such a handsome doctor for me though, sis. You saved me a lot of time I would have had to spend searching instead. I seriously have no idea what you're talking about. I am telling you that Gerald and I are going to be getting married! But he's my husband. Well, that is why I'm sending you these messages. To let you know that he's all mine now. So you two are seeing each other or something? That's right. We've already been together something like 5 months now. So you two are going to get married after only dating for 5 months or so? Well, it was always my plan to end up marrying him. I was just holding back these past 5 months. You should be praising me. And just what does Gerald have to say about this? He told me that he would divorce you so that him and I could be together. Really? He said that? Somehow I don't believe you. I think you might be making all of this up in your head, actually. Oh, you think that just because you're a nurse, that means you should automatically end up with a doctor? If anyone is living in fantasy world, it's you. Literally, what is that even supposed to mean? Nobody thinks like that. Look at you getting all defensive. Did I hit a nerve? I know how bitter you are since you two never got a proper wedding because of the pandemic. But our wedding is going to be amazing. Okay, well, I'm going to talk to Gerald about all of this. Do whatever you want. Just Just don't come crying to me when you find out I was telling the truth. It's just gonna make me pity you even more.
By the way, didn't you have a boyfriend already?
Oh, you mean that poor little nobody? Yeah, it was only a matter of time until him and I broke up.
How could you do that? I always thought he was really nice.
Well, he only worked in IT and didn't even make that much money, really. Obviously, it's way more beneficial to marry a doctor.
Look, I'm going to overlook this whole thing if you just forget about whatever designs you have for my husband.
It's too late. He's already all mine. You can't do anything about it now.
So you just stole him? Just like that?
He isn't a thing, Lark. You can't just talk about him that way. Look who's really showing their colors now. The fact is that he chose me, and there is nothing you can do to change that.
Yeah, you already said something like that.
Anyways, we're busy planning our wedding right now. He'll serve you with divorce papers later.
I remember that when we were little, you used to really hate all my old hand-me-downs that you had to wear. Do you not think you're repeating history with Gerald right now?
Well, the whole situation is different now. If you hadn't met him first, then Gerald and I would have never gotten together. So thanks again.
Well, do Mom and Dad know about all this? I can't imagine that they would be happy with you if they did.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I told Mom and Dad that I never want to see them again.
Excuse me? You did what now?
I don't see what the big deal is. It isn't like I'll need anyone else once Gerald and I are married.
So you're just going to cut your whole family out of your life forever? Just like that?
Well, all Mom and Dad ever do is lecture me and talk down to me anyways. And they're always asking about when I'm going to be getting married, too. It's two birds with one stone.
Well, if you've really thought this far ahead about it all, then I guess I can't do anything. Do whatever you want.
As if I needed your permission to do what I want.
Just don't come crying to me when it all goes badly for you.
We'll see who goes crying to who, won't we? Just remember that I told you so.
If anything, I am glad that you took a cheating man out of my life.